Hello students, welcome back to the list session of Python series. In this video, let's see the methods coming with the Python list. The first method, that is append. This append method is used to add an element to the end of the list. The syntax is like this: list name dot append, and within the bracket you have to mention which element need to be added. Look at this example. Company list contains IBM, HCL, Wipro, 3 strings. To the end of this company list, I want to add Google. So I can give the statement like this: company.append within the bracket specify Google. Look at the current company list. It is IBM, HCL, Wipro, and then Google. This Google is added to the end of the list. Look at this example, company.append Infosys, Microsoft. I want to add Infosys and Microsoft, these company names, to the company list. But this will generate a type error because you can add at a time one element only to the end of the list using this append. Append method is only meant to add only one element. That is why this statement will generate an error message. Now let's see the next method, that is extend. If you want to add more than one element, you can make it as a list and use this extend method to add that to the end of the list. You can add a list to the end of the existing list. Look at this example. I have a company with IBM, HCL and Wipro. Then another list desktop contains Dell and HP. I want to add this Dell and HP to the end of this company list. So I can use this extend method for that. Company.extend within the bracket specify which list we want to add. Here desktop. Then look at the current company IBM, HCL, Wipro, that these company names are already there. Along with that, Dell and HP are also added up to the end. So this extend is used to add a list to the end of the list. Now look at this example, company.extend within the bracket I am specifying Dell and HP. I am giving two strings here. This will generate error message because I am not supplying list to this extend method. So this will generate type error. You have to mention a list only to the extent. Now next method, it's not method, it's a function. len function. This will give you the length of the list. Length of the list means how many elements are there in a particular list. Look at this example. I have this company list with IBM, HCL and Wipro. That means 3 elements. Then if I am giving this company list as an argument for len, it will generate 3 because 3 elements are there in this company. Now look at this example, L equals 3, 6, 5, 4. But here 5 and 4 is another list. That means nested list is given here. Then I am applying this len for this L. Then it will generate 3, not 4, because the third element, that is another list. So that will be taken as only a single element. So 1, 2, 3. 3 will be the answer for this. Now index. This index method will return the index of the first occurrence of a specified element. You have to supply which element's index you need to display. So list name dot index within the bracket you have to specify the element's index need to be displayed. In this example, company contains IBM, HCL, Wipro, again HCL and again Wipro. So company dot index bracket Wipro will return 2. That means 0, 1, 2. 2 is the index of this first occurrence of this Wipro. So that will be returned back. Then look at this example, company.index Wipro. Here also I have given Wipro, but this will generate a value error. The reason is I have given this Wipro here in capital letters, but Wipro is given as W capital letter and other characters small letter. But here I have given that in another case. So this is case sensitive. That is why it was generating this value error. Now look at this example, company.index bracket 2. I have given an integer here. This index method is not meant to display an element in a particular index. Instead of that, it is meant for displaying the index of a particular element. So you have to specify which element's index we want to display, not the index. So that is why this 2 is generating value error. You have to specify the element, which element I want to display. Its index will be done by this index method. Now, next function, that is insert. Insert method insert the given element to the set index. Here you have to specify two parameters. First the index and second the element. So look at the example, IBM, HCL, Wipro is the elements in our company list. Now I want to insert Apple to the index 2. So I'm giving the statement like this, company.index bracket 2 comma Apple. So Apple is the element to be inserted and at the index 2. So IBM is 0, HCL is 1, Wipro is at the index 2. So in this position we want to insert Apple. So Wipro need to be moved to the next index. Look at the company list now. It is IBM, HCL, Apple, Wipro. So Wipro is moved to the next location. Let's see another example. Company.insert bracket 16 comma Microsoft. I want to insert this Microsoft at the index 16. But 16 index is not here. Maximum it is 4 only now. If I am trying to use this statement, it will insert the Microsoft at the end of the list. Now another example, company.insert brackets minus 16 comma TCS. Here a negative index is given. So this will be inserted at the beginning of the list. So you can see this TCS at the beginning. That is how the negative index value works. Next method is remove. Remove is for removing an element from the list. Suppose we have a company list like this, IBM, HCL, Wipro, HCL, Wipro. Then company.remove Wipro means it removes the first occurrence of this Wipro. So this is the first occurrence. This occurrence of Wipro will be removed from the list. Then after the execution, this will be the company list. IBM, HCL, this Wipro is removed. So again HCL, Wipro. Then if we are trying to remove an element that doesn't exist, then it will generate a value error. Here in this case, I am trying to remove the Yahoo, which is not here. So this will generate value error. Next method, it is clear. Clear is for clearing the entire content of the company list. So here company.clear will delete the entire content of the list. Then pop. Pop is another method used to delete a particular element. The difference is it takes out and display that particular element. Pop can be used in two ways. One is with an index and one is without an index. If it is used without an index, it just removes the last inserted element. That means it removes from the end of the list. If we are using pop with an index, it removes and displays that element from that particular index. Suppose from this company, I want to pop the element from the first index. That means 0 is IBM, 1 is HCL. So that will be popped out and displayed. That means it is deleted. Now the company has only the elements IBM and Wipro. Now if we are applying pop without any element, it will remove the last element. Here in this case, it will remove the Wipro. Then look at this case, L is an empty list and I am trying to pop out an element from that. That means there is no element and I am trying to take out an element. So it will generate an index error. Actually, this case is called underflow in data structure. Now, next method is copy. Copy returns a list and copies that to another list. For example, we have a company list like this. I want a copy of this company to another list called the L. Then look at this L now. It is the same copy of this company. It contains all the elements of this company. Now, next method is reverse. It is to reverse the order, just reversing the elements. Company is containing IBM, HCL, Wipro. Now I am applying the reverse method. Now look at the company. It is Wipro, HCL, IBM. Elements are reversed. Next method, that is count. This count counts the number of times a particular value appears. Look at this example. Company list contains IBM, HCL, Wipro, HCL, Wipro. Now, company.count HCL. I want to know how many times this HCL is there in the company list. So, this will return 2 because HCL is there twice. Now, company.count TCS. It is returning 0 because TCS is not there. It's simply returning the count of it. Now, let's see the sort method. Sort method is for sorting the list. Two methods, ascending and descending methods are there. By default, it is ascending order. Look at this example. IBM, HCL, Wipro are there in company list. Company.sort. This will order that elements in the company in ascending order, alphabetical wise. HCL, IBM, Wipro. Then suppose I want to order it in reverse. That means descending order. I have to mention a parameter that is reverse and have to set a value for that. Reverse equals true. If I am specifying this will sort the result in descending order. Now the company is Wipro, IBM, HCL. That's all about the methods, and now let's execute these methods and see what is the result we are getting. I have a list called apple, orange, kiwi, banana. Now let's quickly go through the methods. I want to append one more element. For example, mango. Okay, I can use the method append, right? Okay, I just need to mention the element within this bracket, which element I want to insert. Now see, the mango is added up to the end. That is the append command. Now next we study the extend. Okay, so for that I am creating another list and I am adding, now let me add blueberry and cherry. Okay, means a new list that named L2. So I want to add this to the L list. Okay, so the method for that is extend. Okay, so I can just give L dot extend. Simply use L dot extend bracket which list I want to add. I can simply give that. So let's now, sorry, it's capital letter. So let's see this L. Now blueberry and cherry are also added up to that. Then next we study len. Okay, it's a function. So I'm just passing this L to that. It is 7. It's right. Now index. Let's see the index of kiwi. Okay, so for that L dot index. I want to see the index of kiwi. See, this is 2. Apple is 0, orange is 1 and kiwi is 2. So that's also working correctly. Then let's insert a particular, grapes to a particular position. Okay, so for inserting, I can use L dot insert. Okay, L dot insert. Now let's give the position out. Okay, to the third position I want to add, that means not position, it is index. Okay, to the index I am adding grapes. Okay, so when we execute, that will be added. Again I make, okay, this is the grapes. Grapes is added up to the index 3. Now next function is remove. Okay, I want to remove a particular element. Okay, so I can give L dot remove. I want to remove kiwi. Okay, let me see that. Okay, kiwi is removed from, the first occurrence of kiwi will be removed. Now next is pop. I want to pop. Pop means L dot pop can be used, L dot pop. Then if we are not passing anything, this the last element will be popped out. Now the L is only this much. Now I can pop a particular element from a particular index. The element of that particular position will be removed. In this case, it is 5 means 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Blueberry will be removed. Now next it is copy. Okay, I want to copy the list L to another list called the L3. For that I am using the copy method. Okay, now let me check this L3. L3 is now this. Now the L, after popping, the blueberry is not there. So apple to mango is there. Now next is clear. Let's clear the entire content of this list L. Okay, for that I can use L dot clear. Now let me see this list. It's an empty list. So these are the functions and methods of the list. That's all in this video. Thanks for watching.